101.1 Smart FM, the spirit of Indonesia. In an hour ahead, I will accompany you in the program Smart Up Your Life English Discussion with English communities in Makassar. I'm Nana as a host today, and I'm not alone today. I'm already with some friends with different communities, of course. I will invite one by one to introduce yourself, your communities, and also the schedule of it. Maybe we start from the left, yeah, Mr. Richard.
Sorry. Okay, thank you for the chance. Well, my name is Richard. I'm from BPC. As you know, BPC is Benteng Panyonyua English Club. It's the community which located in for Rotterdam, Building J. We have this discussion meeting every weekend on Sunday, starting from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. If you guys would like to involve in our community or taking a part, you can come to for Rotterdam on Sunday at Building J. Okay, I think that's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Richard. And then we move on to the right, Mr. Nav.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Let me introduce myself. My name is Naufal Mufli, but smart viewers and also smart listeners can call me Naufal, or you may read this shirt Nop.
Oh.
You can call me Nop. Okay, so I'm originally from Sungguh Minangkabau, and right here I'm a representative of Equinsa. Okay, so in Equinsa we have a lot of activities. One of them is Sunday week. English weekend, and every Sunday actually, every 4 p.m. until finish. And we have a lot of activities such as English on Journey. We have togetherness camp. We also have an intensive class for all the members, like twice in a week. And but nowadays it seems like stuck because all the boards and some of the members are taking their internship program for a couple months. So just wait for the next open recruitment event to see our comeback. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nov. I just realized your outfit today really represent Nov. Okay, we move on to the girl beside me. Miss Naila.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Naila from English Youth Community, or commonly called EUC. In EUC, we have two regular programs that we have a lot of regular programs, but one of them is free meeting, which is open for public. So if you are interested in learning English, you can stay tuned in our Instagram. We usually post the schedules for free meeting there. We also have intensive meeting for our members. We also have every month we also go to teach in our Kampung Binaan. There we have a lot of kids that don't have access to education, so we teach there every month. That's it for me.
Okay, interesting. Okay, maybe we move on to the last person.
Thank you so much for the chance. My name is Fitra. I represent Al-Markas for Hoodie and Lightning Studies, also known as MEX. Based on its name, you can guess that it's based in Al-Markas Mosque in Makassar. So the meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday every week. So we have 3 times a meeting in a week. I guess that's...
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fitra. And today, we're gonna talk about the topic But before that, yeah, Indonesia, there's a lot of family, yeah, from middle to low economy family, and of course, it's supposed to turns out there is a sandwich generation. So today we're gonna talk about sandwich generation, which is it's about someone who taking care about their parents and their children's also, like the financially about it. Okay, so maybe we're gonna go with Mr. Nuff. Yeah, the question is, what's your reaction after you heard about the topic today, sandwich generation?
Okay, thank you very much. I think I feel like very interesting about to hear the topic for this evening because yeah, I think it's relevant to myself because yeah, maybe I can say that I belong to a sandwich generation. As we know, like
Okay.
sandwich generation is a generation that have upward and downward dependence, right? Like
Yes.
they have to support their parents. They have to provide their children if they have married. But if they have not married yet, they have to provide their brothers and their sisters, their siblings, right?
Yeah.
Like me. So that's why I say that I belong to as a sandwich generation because yeah, and in Indonesia we know like about 56 million people in their productive age. They are a sandwich generation, right? They have a double obligation. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, so maybe that's for me.
Okay, interesting to hear about your story. Yeah? You belong to this sandwich generation, which is a sandwich generation belong to like millennial era, right? So the Gen Z maybe don't relate about it.
But we maybe can learn about this sandwich generation. We can discuss about the topic for this evening.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, with the same question, we're gonna go with Mr. Richard.
Could you please repeat the question?
Okay, what's your reaction after you heard the topic tonight?
Well, okay, based on the knowledge that I've asked to my friend about sandwich generation is such as like a generation who have a lot of burden, like for their parents' burden, or they need to fulfill all of their family needs, just such as their parents' needs and their brother. But for me, as the only child, I actually really don't know how to. I mean, how do I adapt with this kind of situation because I don't have any brother or sister. So I think that's all of my knowledge about sandwich generation.
Okay, so you are the only child in your family.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, we're gonna go with Mr. Fitra.
Okay, so talking about sandwich generation, before I am familiar with the term, the name sandwich seems funny because it's about food, but after I get more familiarize myself with it, and it becomes scary, because it's relating to the life of the people. We've seen people who live with with that kind of life, and then it's also possible that I myself will be one of them someday if I build my own family, and then I have to take care of 3 generations all at once. So it becomes a source of anxiety because the future is already scary enough.
Okay, yeah. When we talk about sandwich, what we think is like a kind of food, but when we like do searching like about it, it's like we are in the middle. Yeah, like the up maybe like the parents, yeah, the down, like the beloved. It's like the kids. Yeah, so like the struggle they have in the middle. of that. Okay. For the last one, Miss Naila.
So personally, when I first heard of the topic, I'm actually like it's really interesting because I heard of the term of the sandwich generation, but I never actually know what it means. After research, I found out that it was something that I see a lot with my family, with my parents and aunts and uncles. Uh, I, same with the previous speaker. I also it's also a source of anxiety for me, even though mainly because I'm an only child. If I think about like later I will have to take care of my children and also my parents, it's future is really scary, and this already it adds the anxiety of the future for me. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, it gives anxiety for you. Yeah? Okay, let's move on to the question number 2, which is, do you experience the sandwich generation, or maybe you know someone who experienced it? Let's go with you, Miss Naila.
Well, for me, I seen my parents. They take care of their their parents and also me and also their younger siblings. Especially when their younger sibling is still in school, my mom financed my aunt's education and various needs, and she also provide for her parents. And I actually seen a lot of them because my family is quite big. There is my aunt that uh, worked 2 jobs for it, and my cousin tell me about their parents struggling to take care of them and also their grandparents and even great grandparents. Yeah, that's it from me.
Okay, yeah. So hustle, yeah. Even like your family,
Yeah.
like have to job for someone.
Too busy. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, to earn money and to fulfill the family needs of it. Okay, let's go with Mr. Fitra. The same question.
Okay. So the sandwich generation is kind of not really relating to me because I I did I haven't been in building my own family, and then around me, my family, both from the side of my parents, are fortunate enough that they have many siblings, so they share the responsibility to take care of their parents. So the anguish of it was avoidable for them. But sometimes I saw someone like this morning I saw one of my friends sharing their story about having to provide for their family, but it was really amazing because they saw the responsibility, they become responsible in it, and then it comes out of love because they love their family, and then they have the spirit to provide from their family. And I think I guess it's kind of apa ya it's kind of motivating because the reason we built our family, and then the reason we built our family is love, and then we have the strength to work for it. I guess that's what I can say.
Wow, that's so nice, to hear that what they do it because they love it. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to the mystery church.
Okay, so what's the question?
Okay, the question is, have you ever experienced it, or maybe in your family or your friends?
Well, okay, to be honest, for myself, I've never experienced about this because I'm still on the university. I'm doing my study, but based on my friends' experience, I guess that they have to fulfill their family needs, or my friend who has married, all the family needs he needs to provide, but it's such a kind like a boomerang for him. Sometimes he he felt like uh am I a burden for? No, not a burden. Am I? I mean, am I just being used by my family? Like this kind of mindset can really trigger someone's, like they think that their family just become a parasite for them, because they don't have like like they can fulfill each other. I mean, their family just say bergantung, they just depends on my friend. So but it could be, it could not be a good things for his brother or his sister, because his brother and sister just become so, and they don't ever think they don't want to get out of their comfort zone. Like they just stuck on they just don't want go to find a work or become a job seeker. At least if you have a big brother who can fulfill all your family needs, at least you can try to find a work or try to develop yourself, so you don't just depend on your big brother. Okay, I think that's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Richard. Yeah. Okay, we go with Mr. No over there.
So yeah, maybe I just want to share my experience being a sandwich generation. Okay, so first of all, I'm so sorry because I sounds a little bit small because actually I'm not in a good healthy condition. I'm so sorry. Okay, so yeah, I will start to share my experience. Okay, actually, why do I say that I'm a part of a sandwich generation? As I said before, because yeah, actually I'm working as a freelancer, right? I don't have a permanent job actually. Yeah, so I usually get my income when I, how to say, when I get the opportunity um to replace the preacher, like khatib. Yeah, I have the opportunity to replace him. Maybe he unable to attend to the mosque at the time, like Friday prayer. Uh-huh. And also I usually get my income when I attend Barasanji event. Yeah, when maybe some of us know about this tradition in Goa or a little bit in Makassar. Barasanji event is like when we have a wedding party or newborn baby party, like that. Yeah, so I got the envelope after after that event. So yeah, and also because I have that income, um, I feel like I have the responsibility to maybe like to help my brothers, to help my sisters, to fulfill their maybe like their school stuff, or maybe just like buy them a food, buy them a snack or something like that. And also I feel very grateful because I also can help my parents. I can help my parents at, we say like emergency when they need financial stuff, something like that. So yeah, I feel like I have that responsibility to help them. Thank you.
Okay, that's so nice to hear that. But at the same time, I feel kind of sad to hear that because you are the only one who relate, about the topic today. Okay, so the next question is, um, what should we do to minimize like the sandwich generation? Maybe we're gonna go with Mr. Nov. what should we do to minimize like the sandwich generation?
Yeah. Okay. So we don't need to minimize the sandwich generation, because I think like the previous speaker said that it's just like a motivation for us to get the struggle to beyond our future, to face our future. We have to fight for uh, any problems in our life. It's kind of like this sense generation. They have to provide their families, right? So yeah, I think that we just have to. I think we have to develop ourselves. We have to upgrade our skills, and maybe for the future we have to seek our like a job. We need to work, and yeah, we have to help each other. So maybe that's for us. That's for me.
Okay. So, in your perspective, that sandwich generation is a
Yeah.
good thing, right?
Yeah, it's a good thing because it's just kind of like our motivation to face our future.
It's kind of like training to face the reality, the real reality. Okay. Let's move on with the Mr. Richard. Yeah. What should we do to minimize like the sandwich generation?
Okay, I think I will pass the question first.
Okay. Maybe Mr. Fitra.
What should we do to avoid being the sandwich generation?
Oh, avoid.
I mean, if we build our family, it is natural that we love them, right? And responsibility is responsibility. So it's unavoidable for some people because I look into myself and I say, I wouldn't want my parents be gone so soon. So, so if it comes in my time that I have to be when I have to belong in a sandwich generation, then I have to do it. But what we can do is to be prepared for it. First, starting with the previous generation from us, they were also a productive adults, right? They were having earnings, so they have to make sure that at least they try to make themselves being able to live on their life when they are old, like having savings, and then I guess it comes to financial management. Like we have to manage our finances. We have to be financially literate. We have to make sure that we know what we should do. I guess that's what I can say.
Okay. Once again, you think it's a good thing, yeah? Like a training for financial, like, and yeah, management or something. Okay. We're gonna go with Miss Naila.
Personally, I think our government also need to do more to lessen the burden of sandwich generation. To me, and I see in Indonesia, we lack the programs to take care of the elderly, and all of the burdens have to go to the family. And I think also in for someone that have someone that finance the family a sandwich generation, we also need to support them, like at least help with chores, or maybe also look for a job so you can help with the financial situation at least. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Naila. Yeah. So you think it's kind of like the government have a role
Yes,
for
they need
for
to do more.
for this issues or something. Okay, maybe Mr. Richard, are you ready?
Okay, for me, it will it's all start from the school by giving them several lessons to prepare their to to prepare them physically and mentally stable to face to face the reality of the war, they need several lessons, such as the school should prepare them how to do such as kind like kewirausahaan, since they are a kids or they are still on the as adolescents. I do believe that this kind of things could be beneficial for our society and our society. For instance, adolescents, they could manage their time, and they will know how to finance financial independently, and they will not become a burden for their family. And last but not least is about our brother's statement before, is about income. Even though nowadays if we have a job and we have several incomes that come from our job, but we need to do savings. I think it's not just savings, like you should do your you should manage your income to become a passive income while you getting old, because passive income is quite necessary for yourself if you have retired from your job, or even though if you got PHK from your company. We never know, or probably you can apply for insurance. I think as long as I know, is insurance is such as like kind of tool or thing that you can share your risk. For instance, like if you getting sick and like a chronic illness, and you don't have any money to cover it, who will cover your illness? The health insurance. And it could be a place for you to share your sharing risk. Would you like to take your own risk by yourself? I think it's all the people will say no, because they don't have enough income to cover themselves or cover the risk. The main thing is to share the risk, so you don't have any. You just reduce all the risk that you get in the reality. I think that's all for me.
Okay, so in your perspective, that when they are in education process, they should have like the soft skill lesson or something like management or maybe like business, because you have like a business mindset, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yes, yeah, right.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we're gonna back after the break. 101.1 Smart FM, the spirit of Indonesia. Okay, we are back in 101.1 Smart FM, the spirit of Indonesia. Okay, maybe we're gonna move on to the next questions. So the question is, what are the most significant financial challenges faced by the sandwich generation? Is it like education or healthcare or maybe the childcare? Okay, we're gonna go with Mr. Nuff. Yeah.
So can you repeat the question about?
What is the most significant challenges faced by the sandwich generation? It could be maybe education or childcare or maybe healthcare.
Okay, so yeah, as a sandwich generation, I think that like I'm so fear about the education. When we wallahu alam if I get married later, as the sandwich generation, but maybe my income is still small. I just have enough saving my money, and I get a new dependent, namely a baby, maybe later, right? It's like, so yeah. We also already know that the necessary of a baby is very expensive, like diapers, their meals, and etc. Yeah, we know. Like and also we know that our children will gonna be grows up. Our children is grows up and they have to go to school. We have to fulfill their school stuff. We have to we have to make our and do our best to our children, right? Yeah. So I think we have to manage our financial to the most important thing we have to priority about the education. Maybe that's for me.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nov. So, the most significant challenges is for education. Okay, we're gonna go with Mr. Richard.
Okay, for me, I will categorize the challenge. I think the most challenging for me is about the healthcare, because we can get a free education in our country, but if we just want to get a free healthcare, I think it's quite not easy, because as you can see, like I mean our free healthcare system, it's quite really different if we compare to the general healthcare.
Yeah.
Like you are using, you know lah what I mean.
Okay.
Like if we are using this, such as like healthy Indonesia car,
It sounds complicated.
we will not be prioritized by the hospital. We just being their second option. Like if we wanna get a surgery, if we wanna stay a night in the hospital will have they will proceed it slowly compared to the general, if you pay generally. That's why I say that most of the Europe or the Western country, they do believe that taking health insurance could be beneficial for them, for their family, and for their daily needs. Because you in this world, you even don't know what will happen tomorrow or what will happen 1 weeks later. It's because we just human. If you just eating healthy or do your healthy lifestyle, you don't know what will happen if you get an accident. That's why healthcare it's the most challenging for the sandwich generation. And then what is the third option that you say before?
Healthcare, education, and childcare.
Okay, about childcare too. I think childcare is quite relatively similar to the healthcare, because if you can provide the healthcare, a good healthcare for your child, it will be a good things for them. It will be a good investment for them, because if you can invest your child, not just education, but all the healthy system. Like we can see in the village or the rural area, there are several diseases like stunting, That's why they can provide them education, they get a free education, but they cannot provide their children the nutrition or the like such as I mentioned before. Nutrition is the main important for the body. Imagine they can learn in the school, but they don't get any nutrition that can help for their body. What will happen if they become an adolescent or they grow up? They grow up grow up unhealthy. And what if they got a chronic illness like such as cancer? You just get education, but you don't cover yourself, you don't cover your kids healthy, and then they will don't just they will die. It's just useless for them. Okay, I think that's all for me.
Okay, maybe because some people also agree that BPJS is not worth it, right? Yeah, it's just like a program, but in implementation, it's not that good. It's not cover or the all the people, right? So it's better to have the insurance of it.
Yeah, or you can just cover yourself by your income. It's okay if you don't need any insurance. But nowadays, we do believe that all the all the bills on the hospital, it's pricey, right? And it's not affordable for us if you wanna get a priority healthcare.
It's just like a VIP or something, right?
Yeah,
It's not that
yes.
easy to get that access. Okay, and also your statement about the childcare, like stunting. Yeah, that's the issues currently, right? Like people campaign a lot about this. Like they should pay attention about it, like to decrease like the stunting itself.
Yeah. Because mostly of the parents in Indonesia, I guess they just believe that like if you eating vegetable, it could be unhealthy. It's a good nutrition for your body. I mean, what don't you ever think like such as a protein for your body?
Okay, yeah. I think so. Like some parents like only think like, oh, just eat everything, not think about the calories or something. Yeah.
Like as you can say, just take an example. Like if you see little kids, they just say, "Oh, if you don't eat anything, just come on, add your portion, add your portion."
Okay, thank you. Okay, we're gonna move on to the Mr. Fitra beside me.
Okay, we're talking about the challenges, and I guess basically both the previous speakers has already talked about so much about it. But as I have stated previously, what would happen in the future is kind of like source of anxiety for many of us. And if you ask me about challenges, I think all of them are challenging. And then I can conclude that the most challenging one, but if you can get through it, you will not be anxious about being in sandwich generation, which is financial. If you are financially stable, or you can say rich, then then it would not be any problem with sandwich generation at all. Like some people who are privileged enough to have all the luxurious thing in the world, they don't have to have this kind of anxiety that we ordinary people have. Like, so the answer of the thing is money.
Okay, money is the solution of everything.
Money can buy happiness.
Oh, money is happiness.
But money cannot buy satisfaction.
Oh, yeah. Money cannot buy satisfaction. Okay, we're gonna go the last one.
Well, the other speaker will bring us a lot of good points. I would like to add for the caretaking part from what Mr. Richard said. Like for sandwich generation, caretaking is not only for children but also for the elderly. We have to pay attention to their health, and also they have different needs for us, like nutrition compared to children. It's I think, to me, one of the biggest struggles for sandwich generation is because these two generations have completely different needs. And there's also healthcare. Our healthcare system is not really good. I also agree with that. BPJS not only sometimes BPJS not only we get we're not prioritized. There's also some there also sometimes it's not covered in the BPJS, especially like chronic illnesses that like the medication is not covered or the treatment is not covered. So yeah, I also agree money solves everything here, because if you have money, you can just pay with your own money, like for healthcare. Also, if you have money, you can pay someone to take care of your children and your parents. And yeah, to me that's it.
Okay, so you bring up also like to take care of the other, yeah,
Yeah.
not only the child of it. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Is what is the advantages and also like disadvantages about being the sandwich generation? Maybe you can.
Well, it was mentioned before that being a sandwich generation could be source of motivation, make you work harder, like in your job. You will, since you need a lot of money. Also, I think being a sandwich generation means you also get to spend time with your family, and since you will visit them to take care of them. And to me, the disadvantage is you will be really really tired, of course, and uh, financially it will be a lot on you. Like I think they also need to find balance and to spend time on themselves and also uh, their family. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. We're gonna move on to Mr. Fit. The same question.
The advantages of being in sandwich generation, I think, is like you have many source of love. You still feel the love from your parents, and you feel the love and provide love from for your children. And it is a beautiful thing too, because I remember when I was a kid, I am really happy to spend time with my grandparents. I guess the generation before me, like my mother, my father, and their siblings, they are. I guess they are successful in keeping our family from not falling apart. And it is I am really grateful for that. I really grateful that I have that I got so many lessons from and happy memories with four of my grandparents. It is really, I would not trade that for anything. I guess that's what I can say.
Okay, thank you. The next one is Mr. Richard. The advantages and disadvantages being in sandwich generation.
Okay, I will talk about the disadvantages that you mentioned for being a sandwich generation. I don't see any advantages for being a sandwich generation.
Okay.
Based on me, it could be it could affect someone's mental illness, both physically or mentally. That's why I say there's no advantages for being sandwich generation, because all your family depends on you. They depends every day. I mean, they depends on you to fulfill all their daily needs, and it's not easy to fulfill their daily needs, even though you have fulfilled them. But human never satisfied, right? That's why several people who became sandwich generation, labelly sandwich generation, are mostly need to taking care of their self first. The reason why they need to taking care of their self first, because if they just fulfill their family's needs but they don't even taking care of their self first, what will happen if they they will get several illness or they become sick? Who will fulfill their family needs again? There will no anyone will fulfill if except this one. That's why I really like that we need to live healthy, even though we have several issue in our life. At least you just need to have a clear mind. If you have a clear mind, your body will become healthy, as I know. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna go to the next one, Mr. Nuff.
So what's the question first?
The advantages and also
Mhm.
disadvantages being in sandwich generation.
Okay, so for me, I think first the disadvantage, right? As our sister said before, it will be, it will make us more tired, when me as a second generation, when we take a job, and I feel like I have tired when we get our money and we have to provide our family, our parents, and also our siblings. And so to overcome these difficulties, we have to how to say, we have to develop, we have to invest our career and also our skills, because I think it means a lot of things. We have to try and face about our future. And also the advantage for me, as the sandwich generation, it maybe it's just like my opportunity to, how to say, to repay my parents. My parents love me, my parents raise up me until now. So we have to feel grateful for the situation. And I think when we have to make our siblings and also our parents happy, we have to bring happiness to our family. I think that's all.
Okay, thank you so much. Maybe the last is like the advice for sandwich generation, like really short. Can you give me some advice?
Okay, so the advice for the young generation, and maybe for all the smart viewers and also smart listeners at home who are the sandwich generation, I think to overcome all the difficulties in our maybe like the problems in our life, we have to, as I said before, we have to develop ourselves, right? We have to invest, and we, like the previous speaker said before, we have to save our money because money is important for today. And we have to better to understand our needs, so we can adjust our income and our needs. We have to adjust them better. Maybe that's all. So the next will be explained by the next speaker.
Okay, maybe because you are an expert in sandwich generation, you represent all of us. Okay, that's all for our discussion today, about the sandwich generation. See you next week, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. 101.1 Smart FM, the spirit of Indonesia. See you next week. Thank you so much, everyone.